Most people say network marketing doesn't work. I mean, has anybody run into this? Is this one of those pyramid things, right? Or is this one of those network marketing deals? I'm just going to tell you right now, network marketing is the most powerful distribution vehicle on the planet. And the cool part about this is the reason that a lot of the companies don't work is because they have unrealistic expectations. They say go out and get 6 or 8 or 10 people. And some of the big companies out there in the unilevel, I didn't even know what that meant when I got started. Some of these plans that they have, they say go get these 6 people, have them go get their 6 people, and then when these 6 people make money, this guy makes money, and then you earn a percentage of all those 6 people, and then on the second level, you're going to earn a percentage of all those 6 people. Has anybody been to a presentation like that? Mm-hmm. And then everybody gets all excited that by the 7th level, there's going to be thousands of people, and you're going to make a ton of money, right? The problem is, a lot of these plans don't work. People go out and they invest all their time and their money and their effort into this. They get the training. They go through all the steps. But the reality is the average person, Direct Selling Association statistics shows that the average person will only sponsor 2.7 people. So if I'm only going to sponsor 2.7 people and I'm in a plan where I have to have 6 or 8, it's not even a plan that can be successful for the average person. Now all of you are above average. You're here on a Saturday morning at Newport Beach when it's sunny outside. I mean, you're above average, okay? You're not the average kind of person. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be talking to people that are probably more the average person. And they're going to love chocolate, and they're going to want their own business, and that average person is not capable of putting more than 2.7 people in. Unless we do a fantastic job of moving the needle and showing them how the system can work for them. But the reality is, I love this business because check this out. In our plan, all you do is build 2 teams. You put one on the left, you put one on the right. If you want to go put a third person in and be a little above average to get that 3 instead of 2.7, you've got to pick. You've got a tough decision. Are you going to bless Dave or are you going to bless Mary? Because it's got to go under one of them. I mean, is this cool? I love this because if you put in 4, now you're going to bless Dave and Mary. If you put in 5, now you're going to bless any of the people that come after those people. It's got to go in one of those legs. You can't create another leg over here and just put somebody in, like in some of these plans. The other part I love about this, all of these people, these are my family members. And I personally sponsor Mom, and then I personally sponsor my brother, or I personally sponsor my next door neighbor, and they all know each other. They're competing for the same neighborhood, right? In this business, what I love about it, I bring in my family, and I keep my family on one leg. I now put my mom in here, my brother in here, my neighbor in here. They all know one another. And as they do, every time they buy some chocolate, everybody benefits. And it becomes a team building instead of a competition. Does that make sense? I love this business from that standpoint. And I love the fact that if Dave becomes a dud, right? But Dave brings in Lisa, who's a stud, then the great part is there's a lot of duds that find studs in our business. There used to be a saying, every hot dog knows, or every weenie knows a hot dog. So whether you, depending on what you view this as, if Dave drops out and just says, this isn't for me, I'm not going to do this anymore, guess who takes care of Lisa? Lisa flows right through Dave and to me. Isn't that a beautiful thing? It just compresses right through. It's not like I have to have one of these individuals in those other teams that could fall apart as a result of that. But in this system, we're all working together to build 2 teams to help one another out. And I love that. I would much rather have team building than competition going on any day of the week. I came from competition. That was corporate America. I'm not going back to it. And I love the way they reward you. 8 different ways. I'm not going to get into all of them. I just love these. These 3 right here are really the only ones you need to know. I don't even concern myself with this one because I don't retail product. Until yesterday, I'd never even sold anybody a product where I had actually taken cash or done that. I'd never done it in 6 years. I just sign them up. I just enroll them as a distributor. Here you go. This guy just pulls out this wad of cash. I was kind of stunned, and I was asking him for his credit card. He's like, "No, here's the cash." I'm thinking, I'll take the cash, right? So anyway, quick check and exponents are the only ones I'm really going to touch on real quick. And I'm just going to share with you, this is how you make your money. For those of you that are looking at this saying, I don't know, is this for me? Yeah, it's for you, and here's why. If you know 2 or 3 people, this is a no-brainer. Does anybody know 2 or 3 people that are overweight? Does anybody know 2 or 3 people who love chocolate? Or 2 or 3 people that need more money? Okay, you've just qualified yourself to be successful in this business. All you've got to do is get an appointment with them. Now I know this sounds kind of crazy and you're going, what do you mean? I got to tell them about chocolate and I need to know, I need to be trained. No. You know what? The less you say, the more successful you're going to be. And I know that sounds crazy. But I want you to get with the person that invited you here. And I want you to actually say, hey, I'm going to approach a few people this week. I'm going to make a short list of names. And I'd like you to come and help me with these people. That's what we do. You know, when you join my organization, I work for you. It's not the other way around. You don't work for me. You don't have a boss. You don't have any of that. But you know what? When you're successful, I'm successful. So will I come and do a phone call for you? Will I come and help you make an appointment? Absolutely. Will the person that brought you into this business help you do that? Some of you are going, no, I haven't seen them since they signed me up. And that's okay too. Because there's somebody upline from that person that is totally willing and able to help you. And if you'll reach out to them and make yourself known that you want to be successful in this business, they'll come and help you make presentations. And all you've got to do is get good at doing what's called the power call. If you want to know more information about this, stick around in training, come to our Learn to Earn, come to the training opportunities. But all you're doing is making connections and letting somebody make the presentation with you until you get comfortable making it yourself. And the presentation isn't something to sweat. It's just simply sharing talking a little bit about it, using a flip chart to give some examples, not like reading it and going through it, just using some examples, having a good discussion. It could be done in 20 minutes at a Starbucks. It's not a big deal. But when you do, you get one of those people to join, and they just buy a box of chocolate, you make 25 bucks. If they buy a couple of boxes and join us at the affiliate level where they want to share it with others, you make 50 bucks. You want to go out and build a business and have them join with you as a business partner? They can 6 times their referral income by earning $150. Now I've got to tell you, it's pretty simple. The way you join is the way that most people will join. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, I want to do this as a business, but I'm not sure I can be successful in it, you know what? You can join at $150. You can get started. But when somebody says, so how did you join? You're going to go, well, I got a box and I joined for $150. That's okay. You'll make $25 when that person joins. You can move them along. But wouldn't you like to double or even 6 times your potential income? We'll show you some ways to be able to do that at the end by just buying some additional product and upping your level. And right now they got a promotion for every 2 boxes you buy, you get one free anyway when you join. So it kind of makes sense that it's a no-brainer to come in here. But if you're going to go share this with a few people, we're going to have you join at the other. And you want the bigger income when you share. If you're going to share, I'd say maximize it to your full potential. But the great part about this is, these bonuses alone right here, between the 25, 50, and 150, we call these referral checks or quick checks. And then for every third person you bring in, we figure you're above that 2.7 average, so we're going to reward you. We're going to give you 75 bucks for just being above average. You go out and find 3 people, the company sends you $75 for the third person that joins. Find another 3, you get another 75. You can earn as many of those as you want. And it's a cool little X bonus to get your business up and running. That's really as far as I'm going to take it. These other bonuses are great. We start building out the teams, and you can start making a lot of money. And the reality is, fast forward a few years, you get a couple, to get a couple, to get a couple, to get a couple, it can build. This goes infinitely big. And the number I like is that one right there. You can earn up to $10,000 a week in this one bonus alone. Pretty crazy money. And if that one's not enough, we've got another one that just kind of confuses me. But it really is pretty phenomenal, and I'm just going to share with you. The reason you want to just not get 2, maybe get 3 or 4 or 5, or try to get some additional people, once you get it going, try to get as many people as you can, because you're going to earn a percentage, just like that other model was where I said, it's kind of hard to get those 6 or 8 people. This company rewards you both ways. You can build the 2 teams, but if you want to build that other way and be able to do that, or you know somebody that's building in an environment like that today, with some of those companies like Herbalife or NewScan or some of those that have that unilevel type structure, they're going to go nuts for this, because they're used to making those percentages on all those people, and this is higher percentages than most of those companies make, and it's on one bonus. So I'm not going to get into this, but I like that number, $100,000 a week. Could you get somebody's attention with $100,000 a week in earning potential? It got mine. I mean, I'm working really hard to hit that number. Anybody want to come along? We'll just kind of test it out and see how it goes. The other is there's leadership bonus pools. It's kind of like a profit sharing pool. Don't you wish your employer would give you just a percentage of their profits when they have a good year? In this company, you get it every week. When you reach the gold level and higher, they actually share in the total sales of the company. When you reach a certain rank, they just send you a check for being a good leader. It's phenomenal, and that helps even build more camaraderie. Because I'll tell you, there might be people in this room right here that are in one leg of Connie's business, let's say, or in another leg. And you'd say, well, they're competing because they're on 2 different teams. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if some of you came from Kathy and Paula, one of our other master distributors organization. You may be in this meeting today evaluating this, and we're going to love you. We're going to give you a hug. We're going to help sign your people up. We're going to do all that. Why would we do that? Because you know what? When they go do sales, we get a percentage of those sales too. It's everybody helping everybody else, no matter where you are in the world, and I love that about this business.